Oh, not the wrong. Hello, Fambul Demuna. Good evening. Sorry we come on abruptly. I posted the wrong video clip. Never mind that. We don't come back today, Friday, for Can Talk to. We fumble them. And I believe, say, today we can begin another segment, but in a different way. Today, we are coming to begin to talk about how do we heal Sierra Leone? We don't curse, we don't fight, we don't jump, we don't kill, we don't go to war, but it's never changed. Why? Why has it never changed in Sierra Leone? Now God no like we or na something we dey do not correct. This morning I put out a publication about the historical traumas, how to heal them. And I will continue for do my research for put out similar publications as we dey go along. The publication I put out this morning are on the transatlantic slave trade, the involvement of John Hawkins, and one of his main, he been get several local collaborators, but I'm sure we will do half history in a school, then tell we but one of his main collaborators will be there around that Local area, what them they call Gumbu Smart. Then write on our history about Gumbu Smart. Well, of course, what most people do not know, this mountain they call Gumbu Smart, that word smart na something like a moniker, na a false name. His actual name was Gumbu Kanu. He is a Kanu from Rokel. Rokel, na a village where they on the river, we get that name Rokel. Na they Gumbu been there. And Gumbu, na be a loco or bandi, as you can say. It was one of the few people who been they collaborate with slave traders for go catch people picking them, catch fumble them, go sell them to white man. Not to Gumbu now we target. Not to John Hawkins now we target. Of course, we go talk small but them. But we target is from that way that activity they start to the time we end onto the term we camp and colonialism. That been get an effect in the way people and they see life. It will get an effect on the way people and they relate with each other. And some of the things they're still there with we today. They're still there with we. As a matter of fact, one thing we most people don't know is that officially slave trade in 1928, the abolition of Sierra Leone. The British then be don't come, then try for go up line, then get this issue with this hot tax business, then send these three commissioners, but they not been get effective control. So within that period, the slave business been they gone. And at one point what I want make clear, we they start with the slave trade will be in the northern half of Sierra Leone. When I through there, then we they use Tasso Island to carry people and go. The biggest slave trade been they take place in the south of Sierra Leone, York Island, Shabra Island. We go deal with that there at a later date. But today, we they only deal with this one where concern John Hawkins and Gumbu Kanu. But before they go into that issue there, let make me co-host tell you.
Efambulem, Kreomanse Kushe, Kabo, Tinimanse Seke, Minimanse Boa, Imbamanse Mande, all Nataladu. We should say we all naturalize them with courtesy and decency. And we have to continue to be decent within the environment. Fambulem, we come back again today for do justice to issues them. We rampant now we country. The one that we will not let. We get for fair away. For let we trim the middle. For let we stitch the side and with the lapa don't change. If you're not watching lapa, you don't see the patch. We patch on the other side of the chair. We try for patch the other side of the chair. They go change somewhere else. So we therefore make sure say the lapa patchable or we get it new one. Another conversation they will be all night. 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So today, as we can here, I could pass on to my co-host for let's start the ball rolling. Bajalo.
Yes, thank you very much. As I been done say, today we dey start for ask the question, how we go heal na Sierra Leone? A lot of people think say this problems that we'll get today, the divide, the cause and effect between regions, between tribes, between political parties. A lot of people feel say na just no begin. You see, one thing about life, we get within then they call we people and they put her in that simple word, it ain't the blood. It's sucker na Bobby. But what in them mean the DNA of who parents them they transfer to we. Me when they talk so, I don't go through certain trauma. I don't go through certain stress. That print na my mind and it print na my DNA. Me picking them who are born, then get prints of them stresses then they. Most times we can feel say now through culture and tradition no more they inherit things. No. They go far, far, far beyond that. This natural scientists they don't prove. For most of we they do things, we they say certain things, not because they teach with them, but because it they inside with DNA. We inherit them from our people them. And one of the things where they stick now with DNA is that when they subject we to long period of stress, long period, like what in the been as Sierra Leone so now, we are destroying the future of that country. We have destroyed the future of that country, whether people like it or not. If we get for make we country team up, we get for do a lot of trauma healing. We be don't go on 10 years war, we cause a lot of trauma. They not take 1 cent put on trauma healing. And take all the money, they shape them. Then build houses, whether they keep in a pocket, whether they keep in a box, whether they keep in a bank. $14 billion between 2001 and 2006. We not see it, we not see tell. What you see as a product, Freeton grow exponentially, then build Bokuos then up the hill, then deforest the hill when a new problem will get today. As rain come, all side on full up with water. This is how organized we are. This is the Athens of West Africa where they boast about. Behaving like idiots all the time.
That don't cause the first disaster already. I know what you word. The mudslide.
Then the not of first disaster. Now, disaster, one of
Yeah.
disasters. I'm
Mhm.
saying this. I
Yeah.
not wish them.
Yeah.
I not wish them. But if concrete steps are not taken to do a restructuring of Freetown physically, very soon there will be a disaster or will be a global disaster in that place. I not wish them, but it's the fact. Because we are reckless. We are a reckless people. Especially we will go to school and university. We say we're educated. We're so reckless, we not they consider say everything we'll do, they affect other people, and we affect other people, they come back to we.
The consequences, nothing else.
That recklessness, that part of what we inherit now with DNA. It's called epigenetics, the science of epigenetics, where they inherit things from your DNA. That slave trade, the people that will participate in the slave trade both ways. The one that will be in the sell people, the one that will then sell, the effect, the negative effects of them, it is shown now with society clearly right now. I make Aki always say, whatever we consider as education within Giwi, we have been miseducated. We need for unlearn, for relearn new things in Sierra Leone. It's not about me going to Cambridge or going to I call them Princeton, or not so that make you educated. Now, when you know what in personally they affect you, and how for manage them so that you go make your life comfortable, now I make you educated. This we have failed in Sierra Leone. Will people learn whatever means or for whatever reason, some will be in the upper class, they be involved, they bully them, company them, they enslave them. I always don't try for make them clear and I say slave trade not start with Europeans. They meet we Panam. They meet we Panam. As a matter of fact, the nearest record of slave trade now the 10th century when the Arabs then come south now the Senegambia region. Then come for can establish a kingdom what they call Almoravid. That was when slave trade started. What they talk about the upper Guinea coast, which Sierra Leone are part of. This part, Senegal, Gambia, up here, Mauritania, here, Mali. Now, in the 10th century, they get the Ghana Empire now, Songe. Arabs then come, this empire dismantle, then they begin take people them, they exchange them for horse, they go with them. That was when slave trade started in Africa, in West Africa, because other parts of Africa get their own history. And now because of this enslavement of people, now I make the first set of people them, then begin move can south towards the more forested region. Because this part of West Africa is in the savannah. It's not as forested as this part. Yeah. So the first set of people who come south, then can they meet people in there, they interact with them. They came with certain skills to make the people they accommodate them, and within that period, they establish political systems. But then if we come, some of them be involved in the slave business and be involved. So whatever them be run from, it continue. Then the white man come into the picture after Pedro da Sintra and others. They don't pass through West Africa. They don't discover a place they will get a harbor then called Freetown. When another history where most people don't know. Freetown had been known about since the 14th century. And Freetown became a trading center from that end, a cosmopolitan trading center. This economic business begin go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. The Whitman come into the picture. The first set of people Whitman take now from Guinea-Bissau across to Cape Verde. Then can understand say Cape Verde now get the kind of condition where conducive for make them do them business. Then other people then come, Europeans like John Hawkins, Portuguese traders then come. Then begin collaborate with local people. Then they take people cargo across the Atlantic, first into the Caribbean. The first set of people then go with now into the Caribbean. Then this thing became known and it was a profitable business with people then some begin collaborate with them. That trauma of 450 years of exposure to uncertainty, of exposure to wickedness, where you begin the grab in the morning, you send and say, go get water for me, you not see her again. That trauma, it prints now we minds them. It prints now with DNAs. 30 day it influence with behavior. Now I make 30 day will get one mat, 30 day ready for him boss, 30 day will not trust each other. Some of we don't they discover them here, we they try for comot na that zone day. Because when you know a problem, now they heal. Me what they talk so I been get one mat. But now I dey try not to get one mat because I don't realize say I can influence change only by changing from within. And this is what we have to do in Sierra Leone. And this go especially for we brothers them na the southwest or the southeast. Wetin do? 30 days then get our mat way for handle things. Then quick for him fet. But if una wan fet una call God, let him send ya me law una fet. Una left for fet una come be mortal man dem. Una kill always, na 10 minutes, 3 minutes. But honestly, of late, we don't see. From 1990 to now, there is enough record to prove that the people with the most haughty temper, John Cote, we ready for Hibalahala are from the southeast. I know they see them with malice. It's a hard fact, and we have to begin to accept some of these hard facts. Because even now, it is show. The government within the power, mostly not from the southeast. And we see how then they behave amongst themselves. Then this year, the one with the second, I will say second because the wife of the president is the second citizen. They go call in company them dog. And see them, Michelle, they buy the cost mommy cost. Now you don't turn Musu buyer. You don't decriminalize cussing. Then come up here, they buy now. Because we don't know now, say cost na part of we. All man the cost. And see that the name Ade, na the man he get the Nigerian name. Anyway, na Madingo Konyaka, they get Musu. Say na Musu Koro buyer.
Yoruba will call her Adesimi.
Well, anyhow now. So Adesimi buyer don't begin cost. You know, it's like we're afraid for accept the truth, but the truth they always surface. And rather than we look at what is wrong, we always would want to point blame. We are all wrong in Sierra Leone, now we know that. And if we accept that we're all wrong, now we ask ourselves, what you go do, now we able to coexist as a people. If I reach there, I go talk to me, famble them. Una help we let this thing go before. Una subscribe. You know, cost una nothing. Una like the video. Una share them. Let get more people. Let them come on board. Because from now on, now then discussions here we want. Let we talk. What we go do? Let we come up on this Nambara. Over to you, sir.
Well, actually, the premise where you lay, it's a very good one. And people get for no dancing there. I go start with a parable. Wait till the man say kusor kufot kiye. Kusor kufot kiye. That means to say empty cough no day. When you cough, if you not pitch something, you go swallow something. All the things that will happen, not to accident. And Kriyoman in talk for say, if you see Agbolo they run Santem, Agbadu de BNM, Snake de BNM, not for nothing. And it go further, but what you talk now, yeah. You say, Apple not for far from the tree. No matter how you turn like, you not come up for door. And somebody born you. And that person they it pass DNA materials into you.
Yeah.
And likewise, education and lots of things they don't teach we for say, we learn more now we environment than anywhere else. What you see, your mama they do, your papa they do. You get thing the way you learn, you know, if you know yourself you learn now, what you they see, what you they hear. I don't talk anaya. One body course na school. They use bad word them, always in the complainer. So a teacher decides, say, make him investigate. He drive car and he buy a house, he park far. So that he come, he ask for the bobo. Now he daddy say, the bobo no they come out. Anything they matter? Now he say, no, I want to see him, sir. Now he daddy, hala call the bobo. One time the bobo no come. He hala two time, the bobo no come. Now he pass say, when family when excuse me, he say, outside this B, ya don't go. Outside this B picking, ya don't go. Then the teacher smile. Then he pass it. You okay? Then he say, okay, sir. Well, he said, I go come back another day. That was the answer the party looked for. Because the Peking they read party course all day. You call you Peking one time, you no answer. You call him two time, no answer. You say, outside this B Peking don't go. So the party understand, the teacher understand exactly, say the problem, not to the bobona, the background.
And that background, are we all responsible?
All of us. Now I make her always the talker, let me audio them. I say you get two as like anything else. Same rain where they make bitter leaf bitter, then they make sugar cane sweet.
Mm-hmm.
Now, any society, you always get two things then where they go parallel. You get active contributor, you get passive contributor. But when you look at it, they are all contributors. If you the kill person and you team up, they look like the kill person, you don't do nothing, you as bad. So what is the difference? You not even try for stop what the man they do. So now you the encourage the process. So you're quite right. We all the play part, whether directly or indirectly. But whatever way it is, we are all taking part, parenting there. So now the question is, waiting we need for do for heal. Until you know, say, if you get penda, you not just the put meres in pana, you get for clean the so food. Now we they do now so. We don't bring the so food come. Now we can sterilize them, gradually clean them, get rid of the necrotic tissue. What's not the necrotic tissue? The dead cells. In some cases, then they put sucking blood or then they put maggot for make the eat the dead tissues. Sucking blood, I make a mistake now. Sucking blood away, you they bleed for let them stop the bleeding. Where you get necrotic tissue, now maggots then they put for let them eat all the dead tissues. Before they go begin, they treat the sofoots, many sofoots begin to develop granules. Granules are a sign of healing. We're not going to see the granule today, but if we continue in this process, gradually, people are going to begin to realize, say, we roof it on fire and begin smell the coffee. So, Pajalo, I feel say that the right prescription this. For let we talk to with people them, let we know how we get here. Because we not go just say look who's we for the look who's we work with food.
Yeah. Yeah. You see, when we talk, you use two words: active contributor, passive contributor. One thing we'll get for understand is, no matter whether you're active or passive,
Mm-hmm.
you are part of the problem when you don't try to solve the problem.
Exactly.
And in most cases, the passive contributors, then they do more harm than good. Sierra Leone is the case in point. A lot of people are not to me problem and all go at me. Yes, we know they heart with. But because we're not able to make attempt for solve the problem, or because we they shift the blame, the problem they grow. You see, one point where I want to make, everything about human existence, na dynamic force,
Yeah.
na energy, and energy they experience motion. And anything where they experience motion, they gather momentum with time.
Mm-hmm.
If begin, then I also hear then they cause. In small way, I begin cause that bad way. The parents are not stop for cause. Then they begin left for your that cause. If they begin cause that bad way, he test tamper in paddy or in brother, then he test tamper in neighbor, the momentum they grow. If you day, you they see that. You say, ah, not to me business, not to me picking. One day they can't cost you.
you know,
And that day you not get right for vex.
I know coach you what do. There is a team the parable. Bending mukomo and kamumpo lokoi. Munomo the rule.
Yeah,
Basically, what they try for say, where you born you picking, you know direct them.
yeah,
You not give the right instructions. It's like teaching practice. When you don't develop the skills for course, guess who that get for be a student. Now you go use as a guinea pig. Now you go use for teaching practice.
yes, why not? Why not? If you say, because not to you they in a state house,
Mm-hmm.
or not to you they inside SLPP government,
Mm-hmm.
then for do rubbish, you say, "Ah, not to me business." When the number account, all the total.
Well, you know what people like in a Salo for deal with that
Mhm.
issue. They get the word. They say, I not go take paracetamol for other man headache.
All right. The headache when he pass headache, all man go total.
And not they drink paracetamol for other man headache. But the
Yes,
fact
fine.
still remain, it is just clear that we don't have a community. If we
Well,
have a
it's not
community with
it's not about community.
uh-huh.
While we summarize them
Mm-hmm.
that way they.
Mm-hmm.
It's deeper than community. In the beginning, you are talk about hate,
Mm-hmm.
loss of trust,
Yeah.
thing and day.
Mm-hmm.
Now that they play so, Imran.
Mm-hmm.
It's not about we cannot build community when we don't trust each other.
That's the point I'm making here.
The second side of it,
Mm-hmm.
we cannot build community when we get a society on false stratification. One set of people feel say then get blessing, the other hand then get
They're
curse.
inferior, they're not better to better people. They not
We
deserve
cannot.
they not deserve goodies.
You may be on a platform for understand the problem better. Don't take yourself off the problem. Come down, get the people and for understand. Say this problem now we all problem. How we go solve them? Let's be honest. Most of we the intellectuals we don't know how to solve the problem of Sierra Leone. You know why?
Mm-hmm.
We they shift the problem to those who had not gone to school. Are they illiterate? They are not. The problem is us who have the knowledge. We have
from
been idiots by not saying the truth.
from Usaimi Timap, all my life na Sierra Leone. Not to pa Brahma na Bonkolenken. Not to pa Abu na Pitiful. Not to pa Momo na Kania. Not to Munda within a Panguma. Not to Jibao within a Messima.
No
Now,
to ya po na kabasi.
na Tonko, yes. The people them were responsible for all them behavior there, and we will say we go school.
Now we. Now
All
we.
the
Because
problems
now we
them.
they create the problems. Then now we back they sectorize the problem.
Well, we turn away from the responsibility. We will not want to take responsibility for the problems the world don't create. Like
One.
I can say to people them, we intellectual class, they lack the status. They lack
But they're not like the work where they behind the
they lack the
status.
renomination, the money where they
Yeah.
pay them. They lack all the royalties when they get, but the responsibility, nine they don't want. They not
Say
want
the
that.
work, not only responsibility they don't want to, now the work they don't want to do.
Nine they don't want to do the work because the work gets any work where they do, you get a job description.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
now this and this you get for do. You get for lock and you get for do that.
And you know the other thing where they Hamburg win at Sierra Leone,
Mm-hmm.
we get certain funny concepts about who we are. But some man will say, not only duty for can begin men people picking. I can always tell people and say now two professions then at this world. If you are not a teacher, you are an engineer. Everybody is a teacher. Why do we have to be teachers? Because as member of society, you for able to see certain things about society were not correct. You not even need for talk to people. If now write you they write something about them, publish them.
Mm-hmm.
If you want not put your name there, but publish the fact, say, this is what I see, and I believe this is not working fine because of this reason, this reason, this reason. But when you keep quiet, when you are not to me, na them country, na them mende, na them timini, you are not helping the situation. Because at the end of the day, when that problem gains momentum, it's coming back to you. You cannot escape it. Once you don't take work for Donna Salon, it affects everybody.
You see,
Whether it's inside salon or not the inside salon, it affects you.
this is what we say here all the time. Everything is continuous. You just don't re-echo what we don't talk together, and we program them where we talk with clarity. Say that this all year, the most important thing we the focus part, not to mortar and bricks. The first important thing a teacher. They are the
Yes.
social engineers.
Everybody is a teacher.
Before you bring the physical engineers, when are they do the buildings, they make everything that this world we not to God make. We're visible. Anything that this world here, we're visible, we not to God make. The engineer maker.
And
Right?
everybody is an engineer also.
Exactly. So, you know, we now we society, we get this notion here, we have to build big, mighty skyscrapers first. No, we get for build the society first. And when you say the society, it is not about textbook, it's the mentality. Because you see, if we mentality not correct, now in which man don't make up a machine and they call them Bluetooth. If me and
Let them
Pajalo,
call her now AI.
yeah, if me and Pajalo we're not able to connect mentally, when are the Bluetooth, that means to say we mentally connected. And at that time, the problem, Sierra Leone, we are not mentally connected. We are mentally disconnected. We are mentally distant from one another.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, we get a space. Now we full up now the space. Would there is some certain people and they talk about radical inclusion. What you mean they see right now they go on? Now radical exclusion.
Dismantling.
Yes.
Dismantling.
What I mean they call them radical exclusion. He exclusive. Now a radical group where they just gather themselves. They
We
lock
don't
themselves for
dismantle
everywhere.
the society
Yes,
radically.
exactly. Put themselves now a corner, lock the mouth by all man. We not get access. We then are the peripheries. They are the chosen few. They born better pass all man. When me and you to the gestation, where bring we can at this one at 9 months, then at 22 months, then at an elephant. You know,
Me not to 9 months to me, I come up space for them.
you know, but I would laugh, but it's not funny. When they talk about say the intellectual class, they are deceptive. You know, I cannot believe a man we go college, he train for make prosthesis. That's for help people and where don't lost their limbs. They send you for go train for can do that. You left that. Then you come now a space where you're not concerned, but well, let's say he concerned because he's a Sierra Leonean. But the truth of the matter is, you are not truthful to the people. You did talk about radical inclusion. And
Well,
now we
you
get,
know, you know,
just waiting. You get people when they go jail just because the people in power not like them. And they only go jail where you are not part of the chosen few. And if you not support the things that they do, then you're a candidate for go jail. And when you go
well,
jail, not to the judge or the court, they decide. Now the instructions where they give them. Because we don't see the first lady. We're not supposed to be involved in politics. That is ceremonial position. They talk for say Madiana and not Sabia. And no, and not Sabi our aunt. Now Madiana and Sabi. But Madiana and our aunts are the same person. Almost everybody in Sierra Leone gets compound names. You when they talk now, so I name Ahmed Imran Fola Toure. I don't know what's in Apajalo.
sometimes you don't know what
You know, he
the
said,
Madiana.
no, he said he know Madiana. Now the hour he don't know.
Oh, well,
But
sometimes you don't know. Say, anyway, that they can get excuse. What
you
in
know,
do?
yeah,
Almost people know say a name Muhammad. A few.
me I know.
You know. A
Yes.
few know that.
Well,
But most people is Boy Jalo. You understand?
yeah.
The name I go give excuse for that. But the comportment, the mode of behavior, it tell we back, it take we back to what you would talk say, the trauma of the past day with we.
They will speak. And
You
how
know, I'm not like for take issues personally
mhm,
because I have certain ethical standards and ethos where I know they go below. But most of the people in power,
mhm,
most of those in the APC,
mhm,
I know them personally
mhm,
and I know them background.
mhm.
And as a social scientist and a professional teacher, I know where they got their problems from. One thing I can always say now is that we get a set of people in politics we highly traumatized. But I know they go beyond that.
Well, I boss you. He say, no, no, no. In just in no say the lady can go na gym, and they go cause him money. He tell
Jim
him what
Usai.
he cost picking them
Jim Usai.
na Canada. And we all
And
know
you know,
whether it cost him or not, the reality is waiting they accuse the girl of is not criminal. It is civil matter if there is anything committed there. So then only picking, they say a criminal matter where there's no criminality involved there. He say he no know. He say that a certain woman I ain't call and tell her for say they say now you make them lock that picking. And the certain woman we know him. Just like what you say, birds of the same feathers flock together. This certain person here as if you are bleeding, you know, say in a house fly. Any sideways on where stench day, where bad smell day. Well, if they are tuna paddy, it says volume. Anyway, then
Sylvia and I maybe so left for Cosa.
he said, he said, he said, him, because na first month, he not believe say if for day na tight place. If anybody hold him on his behalf, we're not trying to send them for me. Wait now. person where they don't convict in a jail because you don't commit a criminal offense as they claim. You say they left him. And
You know,
immediately after that, you not reach 24 hours, they left him. So that means to say she could have said to them, hold him, then go hold him. Or she could have said to them, "We are not hold him, not commit crime." But she didn't say that. But now he said they left him. But waiting me, no. Reliably informed that the Canadian government spits fire. Salome government was written a serious letter, spit fire.
yeah, I know that part. But the important part we will get for look at. Fatima in behavior, the point to we say she is a traumatized person.
That's the point we make, Naya. You're right. That's the point, and that's what I'm.
Let me look logically. I don't know this person, but I know say this person be the cause. And the person not been the cause inside Salome, been the cause na Canada.
Canada.
I manage, you know. Yes, social media day. So which means you had already known the person before you took action.
Exactly.
Secondly, I they left this person, I they make the left farm because na first month. Then less than 72 hours, he go call you money minister, then dog.
John Conte.
You know, I can always tell you backstage, say,
That's an accident.
when these people talk, take your emotions out of it. Then you they see how nonsense they are. And the best we can do for Sierra Leone now for tell this team of politicians, APC, SLPP, how nonsense they are. They're all nonsense idiots. All of them. What in and they do, what in and they say, they show that to the public. But the public no wake up it for understand, say, then guys here, now hypes them and they for divert your attention from the truth. The truth is there. And you know the truth?
Mhm.
This problem we'll talk about, say, historically we get a trauma of untrustworthiness. Historically, we get a trauma of bullies wanting to prevail. Now, in the shows up on the whole political dynamics, na Sierra Leone. All what in the go on now, at the point say both the APC and the SLPP then get serious infighting. And SLPP they own, now in dangerous. You know what you do?
Mhm.
Then get mind for Igbo war for power. Then get mind for Igbo war for power.
And then
So how do we heal that kind situation here? How do we heal? That's the question. When
well,
people cannot listen to each other, when people cannot talk to each other, they talk at each other. How do we heal?
well, the thing is, it is clear here. Any country with the criminal justice system not dey work. Because Fatima
You
behavior,
know,
that's a point to
and now let we go into that.
I dey come, my brother. Please allow me. I beg. You know, a country where the criminal justice system not dey work. Because the criminal justice system, now in they bring equilibrium, kind of the community. Now in they bring balance. When you get press, we're not free. All man of the country, then they give them one bag rest because you see Saloman Bigia, Saloman Glotino, Saloman Rochimele. I be to talk to somebody when I be paymaster in the military. Now he tell me where I do me audio yesterday, why I talk about this rest syndrome. The politicians then so no feel say we dignify enough for make them respect we as human beings and for make them believe say they forgive me with dignity. Create an economy where they work for we all. Because you see, where the economy is strong, everything else will be added. You get enough money for roads, you get money for create employment. Now the magic that. They know they talk about that. But for keep the people in silent, when be the kind of power, that's what he promised. Rest down there, I go make and cheap. During Shaka Stevens, he tell each brigadier, now the army, then they give them 7 to 8 bag rest.
About 30 days. 30 days, then they give them a rest.
Lieutenant, now 1 or 2 bag, depending on the unit where he did. Captain, then they give them 2 bag rest. Major, 4 bag rest. Lieutenant, colonel, 4 bag rest. Colonel, now 6 bags, then they give them. Then last couple and private, now 1 bag. Couple and sergeant, now 2 bag. The RSM, when a warrant officer class 1 and warrant officer class 2, now 4 bag they get. You see the bribe? So
Let me ask you one
now,
question.
what do you talk about now? Yeah? The trauma where they talk about. Everybody is included in this problem. We are all corrupt. Because when they give you 1 bag rest, you not talk. Then give you 4 bag rest, you not talk. Then give you 6 bag rest, you play ball. How will we be able to fix
John
this thing here?
WA Business
And that I
Audio.
want you for let you talk to me, brother. How?
You see, even the talking about them having bag rest,
Mm-hmm.
they will not blame the politicians. They will not blame politicians. Mister, how you pray the bed and I say they lay down there.
God bless you, sir. But at the point
How you tell yourself na so treat go buy you.
exactly. Now the point that I've been trying to get you for make.
Everybody gets a price. And you price, it depends on how you see and understand life. If you are cheap, then you'll get cheap things. But now left the soldier, now left police, a bakery assistant from Israel in 1986,
Mm-hmm. Mm.
near Guhas.
That's painful.
He take one ship rest, he go salon, he form a company, we call him Skipper and Sons, NR Skipper and Sons. Buy 2, 3 motor car, they employ certain people, then they all over the country. Then they go exchange rest for diamonds.
Can you imagine?
You see, we get for create an awareness in Sierra Leone.
That's what we are doing here.
And we get for be careful how they create the awareness. A lot of people they not feel say. You know, there's one thing about change.
Mm-hmm.
If you say well, you want change people them, now all the wrong things they tell all the time, then go feel say they cost them.
Or you provoke them.
Yes. I get one my friend, they tell me say I not go call him name now, I no say they watch. He say, we want change people, you for use the capsule method. You know, the capsule method.
Mm-hmm.
Let them see outside fine, but inside the bitter medicine they day.
Mm-hmm.
You understand?
Mm-hmm.
We get to talk to people and let them sit down, they examine a lot of things. Why the need for examine a lot of things? This DNA, what we inherit from people them, and the continuity of the same system will be done day, even before, because I will let you know one thing, Imran. You know thing change in Sierra Leone?
Mm.
Now the technology they change. But the attitudes and everything, now since the days before with Mankana Salon. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Take the people and they'll feel say, because then come on a certain places, then come on a certain homes, then get right over the others. You understand me?
Mm-hmm.
Now that now a key challenge. The fact that we are not open to truthfully accept, say, we all get equal rights, we all for able to sit down, commune, and say, let us do this for all of us. That way of thinking in not in a salon. In all day. And I'll tell you, say, it was with we will go school. It was. Me, I've been there university, somebody they can't tell me FBC better pass Jala. Look and say, what is this idiot saying?
We
You
get
didn't under you they do
we get some whack.
history, you they do history or whatever. Me they under they do geography and environmental sciences. Who say we all to meet?
We get people way get whack thinking.
No, it's not people them, it's part of our society, it's part of our culture, Imran. Imran.
That's the
We
premise of the deal.
culture get a lot of wrong things.
Let me let
It's
me
only in Sierra Leone they will tell you this school better pass that school.
let me tell you what just not happened just now.
Mhm,
A certain man by the name of Moina David Sanger, where they talk about radical exclusion, because not of
mhm,
radical inclusion they talk about.
mhm.
A do a live where they try for tell Salon people and say in need for report back to them the developments we don't take place in the country,
You
how
know,
hard it can be work.
I know you are like taking our body serious. Second,
They come, and the man we get for take every one of them one else because now the day, because he is the first minister. This now the man where they supervise all the minister in the country. Then they under him. If you get a labo master, they control all the minister. The man a problem. Oh. The Bobo say, he say, when we say we are dealing, we are delivering, what do we mean? He say in 2024, 21 million of oil was produced, processed, and exported. 21 million. He said they export them. Oil.
21 million what tons or
Oil.
gallons or barrels.
No, he said $21 million of oil. He not tell you if na banga oil, coconut oil,
And what is
in
21
oil.
million dollars?
Now he say them produce, processed, and exported. Then he go further. He say in 2024, $17 million of pineapple was produced, processed, and exported. Almost pineapple factory we get now one and half na Kenema. And that one they not go even produce 2 million.
Imran, let we not waste time on this. You
I
know,
they come,
no?
my brother, I they come, I beg you, I they come. Important. Because they try for
It's
let we
not.
put
It's not.
how
Sierra
how
Leone
can
has a
people
problem for which the country needs $15 billion annually for run. What is 21 million?
well if he say that that's not the case, then he says pineapple 17 million. Then he say $3.7 million onions was locally produced. Then he said 40 million of cacao was produced and exported. Direct, indirect jobs from the above are over 50,000 people. Me brother, if man will go school, they can't come say impossible lies them.
If even not true, let we assume say not true. Let we assume say not true. I want us to think rationally and logically.
That's exactly what I'm doing.
At the time, I wonder you listen, man. I'm talking econometrics now.
Mhm.
All waiting you don't call so,
Mhm.
no reach $500 million. The education sector in Sierra Leone, with over 4 million people needing education. If you say they put $1,000 per child per annum, now 4 billion plus dollars they talk about. That man they tell you about progress will not reach $500 million. Why do you waste time listening to nonsense?
Now, suicide they carry am go. I cannot, is he dumb? Seriously. He thinks in one grain go school, nobody else not go school. Now one grain able for conceptualize.
Yeah, then they
So he
do
not get
that.
concept.
You know why then they succeed for do that?
Uh-huh.
The solutions to Sierra Leone problem begins with the way the people learn they think and rationalize.
Mm.
With people learn, they also subject themselves to this yecha macha mentality that they don't think and rationalize. And some even way they tell them say this wrong, they go tell you, well, it better. What they able, it not better, not rubbish, not waste of time.
Or they will tell you say you get bad arts. Now bad arts.
I don't care about that. If you
know?
call me say I get bad that, I better pass you. What you make I better pass you are aware of the problem, and I'm not party to the problem.
What's
And they tell you this is the problem. So I better pass you. Call me bad that, I don't care.
More me, now the gods wouldn't Gaia get. When I don't fail miserably. At least then they condemn Momo. But Momo was able to visualize where he was going wrong and take responsibility and say, I am sorry.
I want come in on this Momo issue.
Yeah.
President Momo, when he took power in 1985, the economy had broken to the point that there was no money to pay wages. Okay?
Yeah.
Now, put them in the take bank loan, this and that. By 1987, when he see this problem won't go out of way, he came to the public and said, I'm sorry.
Exactly.
Because he felt government was a magic adacadabra thing. And I will tell you this is even common with most Sierra Leoneans. Most Sierra Leoneans feel when they say government, the government cannot go broke. There is always money to use. It's not that way.
That's not
Maybe for America, it's applicable. You know why it's applicable for America? When the American economy won't go overboard, the Bank of America, because they get the ability for mint the dollar, then they mint dollar, then put it into the market. Now I make alternate economy there between inflation and recession. You understand? But we not get that facility. If we get for mint money for put in circulation, we get for pay for them.
Yeah.
I don't know what's at the cost now. But way back, it was costing $50 to mint one note. Now that making five in the reflect on we money that because you they pay $50 for mint a note, it don't make sense like you go put 1 leon per a paper where you don't pay $50 for. The minimum they could have put on it at that time was 1,000 leons. You understand? Because that made rational fiscal sense.
Yeah. Makes sense.
You understand?
Yeah.
But coming fast forward, we people and still not learn, say, not to that $20, that $200, that $450 million owner they make all the noise from MCC, get for make salon better. What in do? Take them by sector. Education sector. You get close to 4 million or more picking the they go school. Each school need equipment. Each school need teaching materials for make them pick here learn. Not to for go sit down a classroom no more make education. And for make we get the equipment then let us say the government say okay, we'll go put $500 for each child every year. If not 500, when not nothing in terms of equipping schools. But if not that $500 then they put per child for 4 million picking them, not $2 billion that. We budget not reach $1 billion. So when people talk this quantum, Forget about them. They are talking nonsense. Imran.
The reason we talk this, me
Then
and
they
you,
blindfold the people
me
them
and
with
you,
figures because the people then still get that poverty
and this is why
mentality.
we have to speak about it. Let the people know. Say this na Alakadebra. Then they wave the miracle stick before now. It's a lie.
The miracle stick will not exist.
Exactly.
It
You
not
know,
exist. Now
what
lies.
Reagan
It's
say?
all lies and deception.
Reagan say, if something look like dog, it smell like dog, it wag its tail like dog. Now a dog. So when you look at them people there, where they come out, every day they get new thing where they bring come. Now we get a letter. They don't sack certain people and they don't employ new one them. Then just
And Awala will deal with them on Monday.
Then just they recycle. Then just they recycle halaki.
Because
When
the
you pull
very
kaki,
reason we then sack, it's clear now on the web.
man, you pull kaki, you replace her with tambourine. What's the difference you make? Or you pull kaki, you replace her with kaki. It comes to the worst, you pull kaki, you replace her with delba. But we not go pull kaki, we wear tragal. We pull kaki, we wear chiffon.
Well, you go pull kaki where tragal if you know say this not tragal, this not kaki.
Well, that's what the other word that.
If you don't know,
When I make with it, make the people and know things like that one day, where you can cast
Awala you know one thing in England.
we are delivering. Deliver.
Awala you know one thing.
Yes, ma'am.
We educated class no jack.
I believe.
They don't know jack. You know what to do? Then simple analogies here, then simple analysis here what they do now. These guys don't have the capacity to do it. If they had it, they would have been using it. Because what you do, when you're in power, if you do what in right, then they try for talk to the people and say we are doing right. But they are not. Because they don't know how to do it. If you do what in right, users they feel gratification. One. Two, you know say when you do right, you they get the electorate for vote for you. Now that make them they lie on the people them for blindfold the people then let them go get them
I
vote.
would not stand and watch somebody tell a cheap lie.
They don't know a thing, this educated
And
class.
what is so sickening about the whole thing? It do the public glare.
Yes, because it convinces the public not they find out the truth. That's why they do it.
You know, I they tell you this with all seriousness. It a boast. You don't write a book on radical inclusion. They say now this now the big thing now in Freetown. This are the big thing, radical inclusion. What is inclusive in Sierra Leone? We get radical exclusion. Anybody
Radical inclusion, yes. Let's see one radical inclusion within the SLPP.
anybody we get dissenting view. Well, you bad. You bad. You make a lock me more. Well, an inclusiveness.
This is radical inclusion. Your party member in Yoshi Puela.
Game over. You don't know the case. You don't balance the equation.
Number two,
This guy didn't get mine.
see, now as we enter inside this cabinet house, let us see the magnitude. How it is.
Look, this is worse than war. Imran, how do you call this?
Everything totally damaged.
Me brother, the synonyms them plenty where I go use. It is unpleasant, it is disagreeable, it is disgusting, it is distasteful, awful, dreadful, horrible, terrible, vile, foul, abominable, frightful, loathsome, revolting, repulsive, odious, sickening, nauseating, nauseous, repellent.
Well, you they talk English.
God,
You they talk English. Me now one word that they use. You know what word that they use?
Mm-hmm.
A one great word that they use. these people, they are nothing but barbaric.
Well, me on what we go use one green word. They are nasty.
No, I mean, I go go
Nasty
there.
attitude.
They are
Nasty.
barbaric.
Honestly,
They are uncivilized.
they talk about radical inclusion. That's the radicality. Or exclude other people.
Just to say,
You exclude.
it's called talk and do. No, sir, it's not talk and do. This is talk and die.
Well, even that they don't see me say, I say a phrase. It's not a
No,
sentence.
you
Say, talk and do.
never.
You go ask you, say, what you say talk and do? You say what?
Imran,
Talk and do
Imran,
what? What?
Imran,
Nothing.
Imran.
Yes, Papa.
Looking at Sierra Leone,
Sickening.
how do we reverse this kind of mentality? How do we build trust within the society?
Mm.
You know, I'll tell you one thing. A lot of damage has been done to Sierra Leone by the intellectual class. First and foremost, the history of Sierra Leone as it is never told to the people as it is. Then taint them with politics and other issues. You understand?
Yeah.
I make a work tooth and nail get this book out because I found out a lot of things about we history and anthropology. We with man we don't do the research. It's there, locked in libraries. But when they write history books then now, we they make them by sector. Always selling company them for free to with man. Now they praise. The people that always suffer the wrath of the wit man, their name no ever in the history books.
Me
The
reading.
next thing,
Mhm.
are they cancel add-on?
Yeah, sorry.
The next thing about we history, a part of the reason why we get this class and ethnic conflict. We history, it deify certain people, but in order to tell you about the ordinary man, what he suffer.
Mm-mm.
You understand?
That is never on the equation.
Yes. And not also history for the.
Mm-mm.
Not also history. When you read American history, you read British history, then they tell you about all classes of people, what they went through to make the country rich as I rich so. We now we get history, the heroes of what I told them they are the heroes of Sierra Leone. People that always sit down with mommy, they beat the out and like a hero. Huh?
You know, I'm glad the way you talk this word here. Every day where I go, I do research, I define something contrary to what I once believed.
But I
And
mean they tell you, I say all
it,
the
it, it
education
make,
then
it
you in
make,
a lie.
you know, I cannot believe 1787, where with man come, the man would then talk to for making it a land. Like
They not sign
they
contract
not
with
sign
him.
contract to, but they say
Now
you
but
have to buy
Chabro
land.
then go sign
Yes,
contract.
they not sign contract with them. Then go to a woman called Queen Nafakumba. Who is she? Who is that woman?
I go tell you when the ten reach, I will not deviate from the topic
You know,
today.
me brother, now he signed the treaty.
Time
The one we give una land. Where
we
una
come
land.
out Obaga,
Yes.
they no go sign contract with
Una
them.
go
They no
phone a
go to
gun.
the Obaga people them.
Una go na about
Then go down south.
Mhm.
And the
Very
reason you
confused.
make them go down south, I go talk we'll get for do a talk on that.
Yeah, yeah.
You understand?
Mhm.
Coming back to this issue, the history are one of the things we keep we behind. The second thing we keep we behind, we get a cultural side and teach we enough for accept when we wrong.
Mhm.
Ibrahim Sori Karoma. Ibrahim
Now the
Sori
next
Karoma. Or
person
to
always
others.
wrong. Okay?
Mhm.
And most times, what you they condemn the next man for, we they do them. But now let them tell we say wrong.
Yeah. The only wrong way they do against we.
Yes.
But when it's on our favor, I fear again.
Yes. So we get a lot for do. Another thing we not a do na Sierra Leone. We not get strategic thinking for take advantage of certain situations. We don't get several opportunities for make we sit down, we get a new roadmap for national unity. But those in front will not do it. After the end of the war, that was an opportunity for us for chart a new roadmap for Sierra Leone. Did we do it? No. Why didn't we do it? Because the end of the war itself had around it, surrounding it, a lot of secrecy, a lot of cover-ups. You understand?
Mhm.
Few people were made victims, like Fode Sanko. Fode Sanko, yes, now name will be there during the war. But Fode Sanko is not the head of the RAF. Fode Sanko, now being worker, if I can put on so. Now being worker. The real boss them at the RAF, most of them still there alive and then they free to us with the talk. And they are working with Madabiu.
But then you don't always work with them.
Okay? And then at the backstage. Yesterday, somebody can come on talk way, he talk, now call him and say, Victor, now boy Jalo they talk. That man at the TRC, he confessed saying he recruit for the Sanko into the RF. Not to say then say we did by the TRC document. Okay? Why are they go all this round? When after the war, I mean say for make we get a truth and reconciliation commission. Why for God's sake didn't these people go back to investigate some of them things how they talk? Then grudge will be done laid down from the days before the Whitman come. Let them try find a way that we get them for begin for heal. It would not have been overnight, but it would have been a process with something 30 days for engaging them. You understand me?
Mhm.
Like Rwanda, after the genocide, they did an expansive reconciliation process. We on our documents, then prepare, they make big noise, they make papi show, then go now one to school, say, oh, they go tell the Pekin about peace and reconciliation. After that, thing, 30 days.
I know got you what though. One thing was very important. Because you mentioned Rwanda. Rwanda and the indigenous system they use for solving problems.
Yes, and that's what we should be using in Sierra Leone also.
Not so with man law they use, but the native law, the traditional law.
That's what we should be using in
And
Sierra
they do
Leone.
it in record time.
We get for come back to we roots. We get for understand who that we be and make sure say we use we resources for build we self. You know, the other mistake all they make in Sierra Leone, let's say this today. We always will leave what we are wanting to become somebody else. Anyone. All them culture they all they copy. British, American, Norwegian, or whatever. These people did not move from their culture, they modernized it.
Yeah.
Why we left we own for can't take other man you? Not just stupidity.
When I come England, settle in England, one of my first experience I get, I thought the English were the best at everything. Until we go to Scandinavia, I go see a group of people way more civilized. we get a higher quality of living, where every person na that society dey quadruple, bilingual, trilingual, tetralingual. Now I say, wait a minute. And when it comes to education, they get higher literacy past America and England put together. Well,
Let me show you something. You see this?
Adika, 1 minute.
Now I dey show the public.
Now they are realized for
You
say.
see this?
Uh-huh.
Now loom how they make we country close now, they make them and 30 day then they use I see am?
Yeah, yeah,
You see am?
yeah,
You see
traditional.
am?
Yeah,
You see am?
mm-hmm.
This is it, then they near me now they make them. Then
Oh,
traditional dress is over 50,000 krona. It's about $5, $6, $7,000. You see
when I
am?
go to the Scandinavia, I was shocked.
You see am?
But it's
Up to today, they are using it.
the strength of the Scandinavia, the model. And they talk about radical inclusion. That is what you call radical inclusion. Everybody is included. Everybody is participating.
Yeah,
Even
yeah.
the people that one of the weakest. Why you feel to
You know,
say,
I'll
when
tell
they
you
do,
something.
brother,
I'll tell you something.
why don't they do affirmative actions now some of them places then they now radical inclusion, forget people them when are a minority or be inclusive in the process. I hear one Scandinavian lady they explain, say then find out say when they do seat belt banker, the model then what they use now a male model. He say no wonder lots of accidents that will be they happen pan earlier cars. Women they may they die disproportionately because the design not be include the women there
Yeah, because of them body
of their
shape.
body shape. He said this is the beauty of radical inclusion. Get everybody included, devise something where go be adaptable to all the body shapes, but rather not be man model. That is radical inclusion. Well, let me tell you something, my brother. If you look at we country, all what we don't put together at this platform, one thing we're relevant, you be don't talk about earlier, the culture of hand to mouth, digol cover old. That means to say, you the rob Peter for PayPal. When una day, na that situation day, una desperate. And that is where they want the people to be. The digol cover
No,
old,
nobody
hand to mouth
wants us to
culture.
be there. All of us want to be there.
You know, this is the problem. So when they don't create, now make the no one for educate the people them. Now make the no one for inform the people and make the people and go able to make informed choices. Because that nonsense that what they happen in America. So you know they happen at the Scandinavia. Oh. The Scandinavian people, they're wise, they are knowledgeable, they are informed. In fact, now the whole world, what thing I love about them people and they from over 50 years ago, that thing when they call unwanted pregnancy, they take place today. Where America they struggle with them, they don't eradicate a long time because they don't educate them, picking them, give them proper sex education. Scandinavia, now some of the people in there where we need for land from. Because
As a matter of fact, girl pikin we no 18 it.
Mhm.
Every 3 months and get a clinic where then they go. And they talk with the maternity attendants, the sister, etc. And they ask them person because you are picking in the 15, 16, they don't begin get boyfriend, girlfriend. The parents then they encourage that in a part of their culture. But then get the society, they guide them, not for go the wrong way. You understand? You see, Senge, I understand why they talk about radical inclusion. Una no understand, me understand.
Me understand. I know who signed it.
No, you don't
I
understand.
don't understand.
What do you understand about Senge?
The radical inclusion way it talk about now for the political class, not for the
Now,
masses.
now,
And that's what me see him.
during the war,
Mhm.
Senge was brought to Norway. He attended second part of in secondary school in Norway, in Molde. When I came to Norway in 2003, me and meet we see don't talk. By then, he had finished school. He was on his way going to America. He sabi me, I sabi him. He do part of his education in Norway, na a place where they call Molde. It's just 3 hours away from me by road. So he get part of that Norwegian thinking, but he's mixing with the wrong set of idiots where not they understand them. Just like this other idiot where they been the immigration where they don't sack today. He was here. Alusan Kane. Those people should have been able
The
to
brother,
guide
you dey fire
things
today.
better.
You dey fire today.
I don't tell you, I'm ready for fire. I mean, don't tell you months ago, say 2025 are the fire.
I see today you pull your double barrel.
You understand? When people talk, the background, Senga is a small boy. I can understand what he want for do, I want for do. But he's mixing with the wrong people. If he be know people how they think that way me and you they think, he would have been a very good worker. You see, in this life, the people you mix with matter.
Yeah, true. The influence.
Imran,
Yeah.
I want to let you know one thing today. Hey, I am Sierra Leonean. I get empathy for Sierra Leone. But not all Sierra Leone man, they tell me, Lord, go do this, I go there. They tell you, say, clear out. Don't mix me by your rubbish show it.
What do they do? So quite a lot of people feel say we're not Christmas.
Well, let them be feel so. I don't care. Jesus Christ was crazy at his time. Today, then the bribe pastor.
Is it a militant?
Then the bribe pastor today for making it. So I don't care. If you want to change, you get for set your mind about certain things. I don't tell you say evil will only prevail when you allow fear for make you get reservations. Ebo, if Julius mother be not like boy Jalo, like Ankila, I'm going to be 70 in April. Don't do me favor. Case close. So in best bet now for listen to me, so until I go help her. You understand?
What me talk about? Not a historian in Norway. The way we want to apply radical inclusion.
You know they work.
You know get for work that way because it's
You
not
know
about
they
the many,
work.
it's about the few.
You know they work because the people the way they talk to, they don't understand what he make it. They talk that.
Because they talk about radical inclusion, people
you
they
can
go
take
on my own.
you can take the horse to the pool, but you cannot force it to drink.
Nope.
You know, I go tell you this here, and I go talk and learn the Senge read that. When they took over, I had great hopes in him. Why? Because I feel say within exposure, he been for able to use that for fast track, making with public finance electronic. Because if you do that, you automatically they create a buffer for a lot of problems. Public revenue will increase, etc., etc. But here is this man working with a set of people who not care. It does matter be as far as in concern, the government now in. What I put there, if I work for her. Now make way look all the main place there now in fumble there they put today. You don't do reshuffle today. Now in fumble there don't put today.
You don't see you cousin na Zimbabwe.
Hold on.
I send a video for you for be nice to let you play.
Who's one?
And the young Kela, he say he talk to a colleague minister there. I know
Zimbabwe.
I know no say in a minister.
But now we talk all that in a big. He collect distraction.
The man,
Elect distraction.
not a distraction.
We dey talk how for make people they understand. You dey go bring another one. Can't do me.
What I don't want to do now. I want you know say Sierra Leone situation.
So they go take Shabro name.
You know what thing I want to say to you is I want you know say Sierra Leone we case na rotting lapa.
Well,
When you part
anyhow
one
we
side, the
call her
other
now.
side the chair. When
Anyhow
you
we
part
call
the other
her.
side the chair, other side the chair. So you go continue the patch every day. But you know, the only thing where you go do is sensible for changing the lapa. And that's what they talk about
You
now.
know, I go tell
You
you
cannot
one
patch
thing.
this lapa don't hurt you. I got the lapa.
I go tell you one thing, Imran.
Yes.
If I've lost faith on everything in Sierra Leone,
Mm.
I still have faith in the youths. The
You know the
youths,
way.
them, then get a lot of flexibility. The only problem we'll get with the youths in Sierra Leone is that because of poverty, they are easily messed up by the few people who get money for spend.
The Deagle cover all and
Yes,
promote syndrome.
yes.
Yeah.
But the youths then get a lot of flexibility if they begin know the truth and go begin tailor the mentality for make things begin work. What is normal now with problem? And I'll tell you this now.
Mm-hmm.
We will get the awareness, say, this needs to change. And we need for use the youths them forget the correct mentality. We need for come together,
Mm-hmm.
find a way to find funds that we get them youths here in small businesses and enterprises where go they keep their life going. Because if we don't do that, the same nonsense people that where they cause the problem, they go back to them, boboya, go give them 2 and 6, they misuse and abuse them.
You know what you talk so?
Mhm.
Agree. Because by you empowering them that way, they now a way for inoculate them against them viruses there.
Thank you.
Now a very good inoculation.
This is not one of the solution we for
Mhm,
use for heal
mhm.
Sierra Leone. Let's find a way to raise funds. We organize, we use them into different sectoral cadre. Either they go pan carpentry, either they go pan this, either they go pan that. When then they, we get evening classes for them. Where would they go teach them about we country, teach them about what it mean for be citizen where they build trust. You know what I mean? Say because that man they talk Mende, you they talk Timni, una not able work together. Una able to work together. Una only need for build trust. And I make a keep they say that National Youth Service, and I hope say this would have my name where they hear me what they talk as National Youth Commissioner. We need to activate the National Youth Service and use them as an engine for change we country. We don't need to militarize it. If we want to militarize them, let it be for the sake of national security. Like in Norway, everybody is a military man. Just like in Israel, you understand?
Mhm.
But not everybody, they pass with gun, they go and bully in company. In fact, one day I not see soldier all gone in this country.
Same here.
One day. We need basic things and they for do. Now they say they have a peace commission. What is the roadmap for the peace commission? What is the cultural prescripts of the peace commission? These are questions we need to answer if we want to make Sierra Leone a better place. If we know how to make a better place, well, now she don't they talk jazz. One day my ringer get for me to win a do. And we didn't near there because the SL people now then get for cow the meringa.
Also, my ringer, the Sukis are not far.
Then they fetch themselves. We now wait no more. One day we now go call.
It is already
Then they near
evident.
there.
It's already evident. You know, there are some certain things then they way anthropologically with people and get for no. Me man, most of the people and way they do that in there. You talk about sweetie men. Most of them not to give them name people them because you they tell people them by their names. You can tell. You know they read them be there. You know they read bonge them. You know they read vangahun them. You know they read pefegula them. Tavegu to them. Now then can they
No,
them can you
now
know
very serious point you don't count it.
we got to be very careful. It just like when
You
they
know
come
what I
here.
say a very
Yeah.
serious point?
Uh-huh.
What you are saying is across Sierra Leone. Look at all the people where they try for preach tribalism. They don't belong to the tribe they are
No, they
preaching the
don't.
tribe.
They don't.
Go na the north, na the same
Not the
thing.
same.
All the one they make noise about them,
Not the same thing.
they are not.
You know they read the Tula them. You know they read the Bulla them. You know they read the Fino them. You know they read the Lako them. Now then Kamara, then Sise, then Ture,
Fofana.
then Fofana, then Koroma.
And they all now from Senegambia.
Now the same thing. So when we
Now the
come up
same
with
na
the
the
same
south.
finger, the same disease where they suffer from, now they suffer from. We need the
Yes.
same antibiotics.
So why don't we sit down and diagnose the disease, not find the solution? You came with a very serious point. Why don't we? What is so big about doing it?
Look, Pabantamoy. Pabantamoy, now he meets the one born with us. Kill me, daddy.
And that
Pabantamoy.
is the typical Mende name,
Yeah.
Bantamoy.
You hear Bantamoy they pan this nonsense when they go on? You hear Fefegula they pan this kind of noise?
The one where resigned from the Motina in him. That lawyer.
Jamiru. Solomon Jamiru.
You know why he resigned?
Talk to me, Papa.
Look at his name. Look at his name.
Jamiru. You see, now then thing they have
Those are the pure breed Madingo Mendes them. Not to the Konkubo and the way they go and misbehave. So because the one they go and misbehave, can this, that Konkubo there.
Well, the Konyoka Madingo is different from the other Madingo because the Konyoka,
yes, now
we
they
know them
say.
breed. We know them breed.
And now they lack fat, now then they cost.
Not only men them bad. Now what thing they fuse with? The
How
Konyoka.
they go call people and dog in a outing? Not to Konyaka.
The Konyoka. And I think a lot of people don't know, but we can't understand the anthropology. Man, you do your hard work, you do the research, you pull them out there. I hope people are listening.
When the part of them will don't begin the use so. Part of what think for them at the book now don't begin the use so.
You know? Because you they look, you know they see Vangang, you know they see Tavegutu, you know they see Fefegula, you know they see Paka, you know they see Kemokai. You know they read the balancing they already happened. So what's your read John Brimer? You read
That's the fuller man. Any man never see get first name na fuller man.
You read Joseph Abdullah. You know, all time. Then you get the other one away and they call. Oh my Lord! Oh my Lord! You see, the man, knowledge and strength, knowledge and strength. Then we say then at the north. We
Now
get
the same problem we get na the north.
Camara, they claim Timney.
The same problem minding at the north. For say Bambai na Mandela no more. No, it all over Sierra Leone.
It hurts for you Yeri Bella and Tula, then they par rudeness. It hurts.
And the Konkubo then and then they make noise.
It's so hard for your leader. Them boy madam. I know the boy madam parenting all they happen so. I know the
You not go hear them, not
to groups.
Not so part of their upbringing.
You can you carry and come up from Cape Mount inside. Then go infiltrate them. Then bring very bad values. Now then we believe say they own Islam. Then believe say if you're not a part of them, then for born your host. Then they get that mentality there. Well, the Soiree now, we get a different, we come up from Senegambia. Then they own ideology, Islamic
and
ideology.
They coexist
Then
with other people.
Exist. They are Madingos too, but them psyche, they work differently. Their belief system is different. You don't have to.
When you look Pujeon, most of the people in Pujeon, they get Fulani and Senegambian Madingo connection. When you look Kailau and Kenema, are the Konyaka zone that.
Yep. What if people they fail for realize? Money go give you a house. You know, money will buy you a house. but it not go give you home. Money go get you clock, it not go give you time. Money go buy you a bed, but it not go give you sleep. Money go buy you food, but it not go give you
Well,
appetite.
it go give you sleep how you get them.
Yes. Money go give you doctor, but it not they give you good health. Money go buy you insurance, but it not go give you safety. Money go buy you book, but it not go give you intelligence. We sit down, they pan kapu kapu. But for all the money where they get, look at what they produce for we. Chaos.
Pass chaos. Pass chaos. But this chaos get for done. Nothing or the way get beginning will not get end. Fumble them. We don't open the line. Leona call Lewi una. Una self comes get una say. Lewi yeri what una na una own meaning. I be make one small waiting yesterday. I want play am for the fumble them. On our call, let we discuss. Let we discuss. It's a discussion. We want to change Sierra Leone. We want to heal Sierra Leone. We cannot sit and wait to be blaming all the time. Let we be part of the solution to we country in problems. If we say, pass we wait for another Moses, Moses not a guy again, we be long go. Even Jesus, he not been going there. But he get less for do with we. He say, una try the una land, una go sober. So let us begin to take the bull by the horn. Taking the bull by the horn no means say we forgo him fet, we forgo him war like how see this now.
We all
Because you come in the support other person, you forgo news. Ebo,
can salon.
whose kind mentality that?
My brother, we all can salon for cancan hide. Now sanctuary we all can find. Then what can find the say what can for cancan hide now you say company not for hiding it. Because this is what is happening. Even the Bioden, when you face
Make them go
Bioden,
news.
the Bioden na be Benin na they come out. Because na Benin na in get Bio pass any sign of West Africa. So we all come up from somewhere.
Then they can mix with them. Because that name won't need a name. Won't be.
So,
Then I mean with the other hand where them they sell people then. The Louis.
Papa,
We not even know their son name because then that Louis not to African name. By Kurba Louis. Then in Pekin by Bana Louis.
we get some people in our village where they call Louis.
Now foreign name.
Yes, but then get them na their name. So possibly they're connected to that clan name.
Maybe then connected with the Louis na Conakry because Louis then they Conakry. Wow, no. You get Louis, you get Davis, you get Creole then na Conakry.
Yeah, of course.
And then they talk the same Creole like how they talk on Afriton.
So as
Only that they don't get a French accent.
mm-hmm.
They get the French accent. Where then they talk to you now like how Pekin where them born overseas they talk Creole. This thing don't routine. Or enough process done it. I think Ufambule not they call today.
And besides, you know,
Them afraid the heat na today. Why want to Kiwambo?
and besides, you know, they reach we them for go, to fight. You know, and when you see one of the people, the group of people that were like the Limbaman, when they say Monday, what you can say, they say, oh, Limbaman say Monday, that means to say Monday and day. Come
What you tell I do no more Monday, more.
They say Monday and day. You know, they are.
Well, my man say more Monday. Not to say Monday no more, not tell I do. It tells if you not man like me, can't try me.
I love them. You know how I see them as Limba. I get an acronym for them.
You know?
I get an acronym for them. Limba.
What they do?
Now liberated, indigenous, magnanimous, brave assembly.
You know what they do?
Mm-hmm.
From today,
Mm.
when they get pull nado,
Udana the Pekin.
First Lady, when they call her Musubayo, Fatima Jabike, Onibio.
Well, you know, for say, Ade, I think you know, say, me mama na Yoruba. I understand the Yoruba culture a little bit. Ade, a unisex name. Again, Ade, Kule.
I they use the Musu.
You get Ade Kule. You get Ade Yemi. Ade Inka, Yinka, Nana woman.
Yeah.
Then you get Ade Femi. You get different Ade. So
Me don't
maybe
do
Ade
the
Bayo. So Ingo be Ade Fumi or something.
No, we not the gear Ade. Akonyaka na Musu. Musu Koro. So na Musu Bayo.
You know, my guy married
And
with
then say they not they left her lucky. Will they begin provoke them? Me
mm,
from today they begin provoke them. Let the heart warm.
Samilton married to with woman. He not call himself excellency. Albert my guy married to Mende woman. He not call himself her excellency. Pacheki married to Timni Creole. He not call herself.
Say so Creole.
Yeah. He not married a Mamolo woman. He go school na Mangibure. You know. Not call himself her excellency. But I'm waiting to see the happen now, where now something they happen. She's transforming herself. She wants to be the Mrs. Mugabe. They want for going into politics.
Well,
I
now
step
she
this,
don't look.
this is what she's doing.
Now she don't
You know,
look. You know to make with the she don't look. Hmm?
Rose Mugabe the Call
You know to make with the she don't look.
mm-hmm.
If na APC be there, I go say something I go succeed. APC get sorry at SLPP. Now she don't look.
Papa, so for me, stand APC SLPP are the same thing, trend them.
Mister,
Mm-hmm.
we camp and power, SLPP different. Then they kill for power. As a matter of outside and get for disqualify, then go tell her like go join power. Wait no more. Now that not sabi shallow, now you they talk to.
It's a bit that song,
And
trust. It's a bit that.
yes,
Hello.
how are you? How are you?
I'm fine. How do they do?
No bad.
We there.
I say before now, because I didn't know, I don't tell bye bye over and over. I say that come, we can quick.
Come. Today na provoke, they provoke na. Now we
Well,
don't get Musubayo, so Adebayo is no longer a criminal. She has decriminalized cursing. Now cursing is legal. Mr. Adebigi curse now.
Now call me name do.
I don't have to do. I don't have say Musubayo.
Abusukoro, so na Abusubayo.
So when I thought something where I just because anything at the topic when I put they when I talk, so I say I touch on now. So first of all, the people the way they destroy, where they make this country they go before. Now the press and the civil society.
Yes.
The civil society, the rich man, they pay them money, they give them money for let them do, make them hold government accountable in a civil way. But then as alone they sit down, they say we for partner with government. Government the only partnership we get now before make sure say when the country go before now that partnership we get. Una dey two different, like when they say opposition and government. Nothing not the way Labour they do now, when they say right now, so they do way conservative they agree. They always they give them another option.
Yeah, alternative, yeah.
That is what for hold somebody accountable. You make a follow think. But you sit down the like the press. If somebody like the NGC, they tell them give an effect so Gizmed kind of station. 3 days later, I can't interview other man. The man they deny say not to say it be. The station they will play the recording way now 3 days before they know they don't even play or make this man ready. All man just say not to so I see, now so I see, now so it be. Even Samura, let me tell and say he talks say they make the country ungovernable. I don't ask over and over. When I play this audio, I read this audio. 7 years 7 years later, we know one day this audio with them play.
I
No
got the
be
audio.
Jerry
That's
past
the man
statement
talk.
because somebody talking anything and they not but all man they quote them. All man they quote them. So the two entities there, yeah. Look now what did happen. Then they paid to all the journalists and they write. They just they write for people and write some things sweet day and night. And at the end of the day, when I see the water not there for drink.
Yeah, some man
Or
say some man
light
have
not
fresh
there.
face.
So when I touch on data, where politician they talk in a salon, they talk about because this man I ain't get that BT, they talk about data, they talk about data. Mr. Jallo, data get a base point, where they say reference point.
Exactly.
You cannot just can't tell me, oh, I export 20 million. You forget a
20
reference point.
million
See,
of what?
no, me, I not even take them because first of all,
Now, and at the same thing with they say, when we look at the base point, you can't talk about 20 million. Where is the 20 million? Is it part of the positive skew or negative skew?
yeah, because they get the liberty for talk anything, they don't question them.
Well,
Yeah,
we
okay,
are
Now
saying
exactly.
the
me they
same
ask,
thing.
now me they ask them question they ask. If that man goes down at any station, any newspaper, any conference, it just they vomit them what they are, so then the figure they are, people will write them, they go reporter. Next day they say I'm on paper. The other day they meet on TV now. Look then there, the civil society man, they go they go argue with the opposition, like say in a government. If they talk say
They don't know their
government
role.
meet yes,
They don't
government
know
meet
yeah.
the electricity 16%, they don't make 36. Who side the right? Who side go losing at 16% in meet? You know, even ask, even the journalists they ask,
Almost electricity really where they don't install in Sierra Leone.
no, Mr. Jallo, we not go know anything because why? We not get any measurement as alone. Or say we get into institution where they tell we. So the only way we people go know about light now we light day. Because
Well,
we
the
not
man,
even
I
able
not
to
cause you
measure
what do. I agree with
the
you.
consumption of electricity, all na politics. So what I want to say is that if that man they can't sit down, like when Imran they talk say, yeah, they talk say, oh, onion, then import 21 million oil, 50 million. This thing, if you present them back. Because anybody call any figure on Ghana salon, the APC they wouldn't come, then talk say, oh, we don't make so we don't make 50, we don't make 30. Well, at the end of the day, water not day, light not day, road they not day.
Well.
Huh?
They
So
were
if
they
we know
say
they
they
ask,
don't do this, they don't do that, but still not the same.
Eh? You know,
yes, no, it wasn't, Mr. Jallo, if you say the same, it wasn't.
it was.
Mr. Jallo,
Before we go
if
there.
they open for you the economic data of Salon right now, so it has never been like this.
You know what with the pencil?
No, no,
Now
sir.
stagflation with the serious stagflation.
No, Mr. Jallo, you talk about stagflation. Me not to down there and talk about. I talk about the feed goes them for run government.
Well, that the same thing they say. You they look
Because
at them from the data point of view.
no, because stagflation can be in UK, but still you get higher standard of living standards. You still get water, you still get money in
Yeah,
a
the basic
bank,
utilities
Well,
and
all things
yeah,
they
but
run.
then
consumption.
you stagflation, it may not even last a week. They will come back and normalize.
Yes,
Because they
and
get
no,
an economy way strong. We
yes. So
now,
now,
the economy not get arara.
So now the try for tell you now the thing I don't think they are just one lane at table. Because I don't talk about and small. Because
And what,
let will not go, people are not go with economic data.
I don't know if you hear me.
So if you
Let him make the point. You want to make a point about the economic data. Go ahead, sir.
No, I don't know if
go,
you hear me.
No, he say if
No, no,
you
because
don't
no,
know
no
if
go
you
cost stop.
hear.
You
no,
hear
I
me?
know the area, man. There is an area far, not like the first day.
And that's
If
why we cost stop. We will not hear each other.
at the area now.
I be just want for
Yes.
what you say. You say the
Yes.
data is one thing, but even though we not get data for substantiate what
The
you
first
they
cut,
talk,
they go off it though.
waiting go really show say waiting then they talk not true. Now what you see the light.
Mr. Jalo, do I adjust them? They go open though.
Okay.
What
I didn't
you
adjust
what
small
you
line.
say what you
I
say
know the
is
voice back there.
what you
Yes.
say is not all the data where you can put. The things will not get way for measure them. The reality
Yes.
now when we see the light, we not see the light. But
Yes.
you say you don't increase
Yes.
the output. Where the light?
Yes.
You
In
know the
Yes.
traffic
So
and the people in light.
the light they in transit, they come on mass cam.
Last side they
then
agree
they
data.
then they all around, even then they are kind of Lago Sidona station. It talks say they meet 130 megawatt of electricity. They don't make a 270. No journalist no ask her, let it break down who side the 130 been there and who side the 270 day.
It's talk
Eh?
about na Zimbabwe. I get
Yes.
the video. I will
Eh.
send that to you.
So this is the thing. If they go and talk no more, like say they recite Quran or you don't go cram us on side.
The man they suffer from run mouth.
Yeah.
And the
So
granite where they jam and the
Mr.
corn where they eat.
They
Mr.
suffer
Jallo,
from run mouth.
all it be aided by the press. Because now in front of journalists, you don't, they talk there.
Yeah,
None of them.
it's sad though. It's sad.
You see. Yes,
But
this
the
is very,
people of
very
Sierra Leone get for know them here and begin react.
yeah,
React not
no,
in the sense of causing trouble, but by saying, no, this is not right, this is right.
Mr. Jallo, Mr. Jallo, most of the things them now we now abroad now we react on them. Then we in a saloon, the press and civil society, they know they ask no question. As then they talk, soon as soon as they report them. How somebody can tell you say we don't get 270 megawatts of electricity from when come electricity just they go beyond supply.
Well, you know the one of the solutions where the people for do? And for
No,
left for buy newspapers, but now they lie power, no one to
no,
No,
Mr. Jallo,
what
the
is
paper
that
safe.
we're talking not true? Because even inside the APC, the flag bearer they don't come out. If you see the things and what they write for them guy they need the achievements that you afraid.
Exactly.
And lie.
Now I just want to go pay somebody. Newspaper then they suffer for money not they. The poverty and media poverty too much. So what did happen? When you go give 5 million loan to a newspaper, oh man, they go write all the angel, now before now before reaching this
No, they're
app.
not the right
So
to.
they
Now
write
you the right to give them what's in them for publish.
no, because say Imran some people be right. The right as in day.
No,
Because
I know,
you
but
if you
in
want
we
to
own
take it,
case, now then the writer then give the publisher, they pay them. Say that's why one time.
so again, the last thing what I want to talk about, when I talk about Momo,
Mm-hmm.
example, where it come out say, able the economy, this and that. This now one thing back what they happen in Africa, most African countries. They come, they talk say I no meet money na the country. Nothing no day. We are now because we don't get the platform. Mr. Jallo, budget na something na yearly.
Mhm.
They can't meet money, sit down on side, on packers on
No,
side.
you get for spend the money.
You get offend the money, then as money, even the UK economy or American economy na running cost. As money they come, na so na they spend them. So they can't sit down, begin to talk say, oh APC don't come go APC back we talk am. Joey and Skruma talk, and you know meet money. You know go meet money because now the yearly budgets. They know money where they come for government are from taxes, now from other source of revenue. They get for do their expenditure. Money no did it. So this not almost alone. No.
Ask one question for backup
Yes,
what you say. Almost Sierra Leoneans get savings.
sir.
If you were there out, you almost get savings.
Malay.
If I say I no
Mhm,
meet money, the
mhm,
person they talk say, you know, what I wonder when I listen to the point where they make. You they
mhm.
save when you get extra, not to so.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
If you not get extra, you get for use waiting there. Not to so.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
We can only begin talk about saving when we get a structured economy. Usai we they able account for we exports, we account for what we they get from the exports as revenue. We go get a savings, also get a taxation system where they account for what they get from the taxes. Not so.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
But here is a society where all them two things then they absent. So if government can say no meet money, that no mean say then thief the money. It just not
Y-
enough for save.
Yes,
Although
and
yes,
also,
thief they take place. That they will not go rule out.
No, it is plenty.
Mr. Jallo, the salon economy.
Mhm.
Unless the money all with him, nobody notice for 1 penny. They know he can go no shy.
That's well. Now we are saying the same thing.
Unless the money all, the 100% na any spend, you know he can go no shy.
But you did
The
before they will give example say education
yeah.
sector alone, if we say they spend $500 per child per annum, that's not 2 billion plus. Not to so.
Yes.
You and me know almost now with national budget, not to so. So,
Yes.
we got to begin see the realities and ask questions. How we go able solve this problem? Now begin save money. Imran been talk something then this year. We I see a lot of sense. If the
Mm-hmm.
government can find a way, let them begin buy gold locally. Then they save some of that gold there in the vault of the Bank of Sierra Leone. Then sell the other balance. Over a period of time, we will begin look at national revenue saved. True or false?
Yeah, Mr. Jallo, na something way true. But the biggest way you can create wealth
Mhm.
na a subsistence population now for empower the agriculture people them.
Thank you.
Yeah.
How,
Yeah.
how
Because
we are
why?
talking?
Yes, we get a population where all man the farm. All man the farm. They say 70% of people in there engage in agriculture. If, for instance, then tractor their owner they go and make papi show pass on a cow tractor. When I make sure see any village get two, three tractor, four tractor there.
Brother,
They know the say no pure. They
You
make a
they pay
so
for use
minimal.
them.
my brother, also you get that figure. They say 70% of Sierra Leonean and Nepal farming.
Yes.
No. That's what they say. And that's,
70%
That
of
one way they
we
talk about. That one way they talk about. Mhm.
Imran.
Yes, sir.
70% may not be actively involved in farming,
yes,
but
yes.
70% of the population, the nearest way we can get them employable now for go for agriculture.
No, what you make Imran they talk so.
Mhm.
In the look no more the city population them. Now in the look so. You know, no say the village are them all man get farm. Na
Yes.
Yeah,
village.
true. Now the village that's true. But
Yes.
but the
Because
data way he said the country.
no, because but if you forget back say Imran not forget say
Mm-hmm.
that population wey dey see na Freetown, Go, Kenny,
The
Makeni,
provincial
those are the
area.
majority of the people them. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the majority of Salon people them.
No.
Majority of Salon people them, then they live na the rural areas them. Where be say like one village you get 200 people, then they get 500. Now make it see say the whole of Freetown, now about 1 million people they live there.
He pass so.
And no, well, let me just
If
give
the
an
past
estimate of
day not past 2 million.
okay, no, yeah. So imagine that. Then we get uh, 8 million, for instance, population. So the
According
6
to
million,
what they say.
yes. So the 6 million inside the up
The other
country.
cities and the rural
Yes.
area.
No, they not get better population there. They say McKinney gets about 270,000, Botong get about 200 and something, Kenima gets about 200 and so. So they one and they put them all together, they're not 2 million. All of those
So the
other
balance all
villages,
day na the rural areas.
all day na the rural area than the farm. And not forget back say, we tell more they've been come up, even from the McKinney, most of the houses they get farms around McKinney town.
Yeah, yeah,
That thing will come up.
yeah.
So you give a look at that way they say, if you empower them people in
Magboka
this,
back, most of the people and get farms around.
all man get in farm
Both
around.
local, the same thing. Kenema, the
Yes,
same thing. Bo, the
Waiting,
same
yes,
thing.
waiting
yes.
happen. Now
So
we then stop the train. Now in most people they move.
Not to him, not to him, Imran, not to him. Not to him. Let we move away from that.
I they tell you
no,
waiting
now,
and go.
because
Well,
in the
now
look
you
at the
know. Me
Place
problem.
like
they tell
Sumbuya,
you now. Me
place
they
like
tell you
Sumbuya,
say.
place like Sumbuya be then at the train road. If we do a research, we're gonna them big station then we be then at the train places. Then most of them are ghost town there now.
Oh no, you're not correct.
Imran, the people that don't turn back now the villages them.
You're not correct, Imran.
People that don't turn back now the villages them. And they don't born other people them. They don't born them villagers, they don't get much problem. The only
Not to
problem are
train
seasonal.
now with problem. Now imbalance in with development priorities. If you want to
Yes,
develop a country, you don't put all the development in one city. As a matter of
no.
fact, the priority for development now for be rural development.
Rural development so that people in the state there.
I agree. Give people an incentive for them staying at the rural areas.
You don't have to give them incentive. Provide electricity, provide water supply. Let that man in village able look television like I they look at freedom. Let
Exactly,
them in
exactly,
village able communicate with telephone like I they communicate na freedom.
exactly.
They don't need
Follow,
you help. Life not a
it's a,
beggarly business. Now we they
it's
make
a child.
people them beggar because we the educated people na idiots. We na
So
idiots.
the 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 communication we talk about. So recently, Mike Berawa they go and boast they take out Starlink
Not
na
to
the
free.
university there. No wait now, let talk first. Not to say about the free Starlink. They can put on a Frobe College University. Oh, bionomics the power. Eh one. Oh man,
Mike Berewa Isabi make intro way they were.
no wait, Mr. Jallo.
Isabi so intro way they were.
Starlink internet, they make them for isolated areas. Them like they say they need to use that Ukraine within the Fed so. Now for some side fiber optic, they can put them for you. They can put on a free tone. Now they can land them. Now from free tone, it go other part of the African West African continent side of the Africa. Now from free tone, now they can put them. We no able invest nothing for low we nurture that low make money out of them.
I see the land na Lumley Beach now they stop.
Now they stop. And now you go talk say you go use Starlink. Because that person don't go spend money. And Starlink is very expensive.
To make something like he had me before day.
Ah,
Hmm?
no sir.
1980 to 1983. European Union invested on telecommunications in Sierra Leone. Sierra Leone, Gambia, we been get the fastest and best telephone communication system. We been get boots them, telephone boots. Some even be
Yes.
then a road for go up line.
Yeah.
No, they all side.
Are they come? Why didn't we improve on that system? Why did we allow it to collapse?
Everything they collapse now.
Mr. Jallo, I will tell you now the reason. Because we not want manage, because I not go talk to not have manage. Anything when it's in our government, we left for let die. Not to nobody in business. Anything the recently that Chinese hospital, now they have the many papa will be there,
Which
now
one?
Jew.
Na
Now that
Jue?
be yes.
Where they na the
Then
junction?
yes, they're not hand over now to government. They say na
And
teaching
then
hospital.
I
You don't
don't
do.
lucky.
I don't
You
point.
don't do.
As you
You
go to
don't know
conference, you don't lucky because order no day.
anything, anything. Because first of all, government know they appoint people that will qualify for run a
Yeah,
business or
with
for run
competence.
anything.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
What you need to do is excellence. You don't please them. What you be saying hate, I don't know what they inside hate. You know
If
the
you want it displease my
Well,
business.
yeah,
then they use them position and they for reward their supporters there, not to the people that we qualify.
yes, yeah. So but you dey see the system they go behind. You what you now you hate. Do you want to make a
Now in
legacy
APC
of
they do, now SLPP they do, and they all they
no,
do.
Imran? What you make for left APC day now because we vote for law we go before. If not for that, we go to, if tomorrow back APC come, then we can't talk say SLPP they do this. No, not really. We not go take that day. You can't change the system for a better
Yep, yep.
better tomorrow.
That I agree with you.
But but if you know more all the time the reference no more say, oh that man don't kill 20 people, we say they kill 30. Eh?
Well, now that make we not the heal.
So not to that day, me I know the dwell on I make if me it left to me, no president no
What me they
deserve
say? What me they say? Not all justifications for their actions. What me they say is bad na bad. Then all they do the bad things. Them it's supposed they don't reach them now. Wait for stop. We for stop the vicious cycle.
that's
Now make if they call the bad, we call them clear. Who side the bad day? Now not give any favor to anybody.
no because like how we cooking they always talk now so
Mhm.
right now what they don't do, they don't make sure say they don't put something that the people that hate say we the mandate them na SLBP na we own party. We we the team limba them APC na our party. So actually they know they hold them accountable. And it come back to the system of governance where we don't talk about over and over. Because if they split the system of governance, nobody no go sit down. You no get water and host for drink. You go vote for the incumbent party. You no go do am.
You know, good one.
You no go do am.
No true.
No side. Now him make yeah, it change. Mr. Jallo, 2008 when I heard about that economic crisis, now Ireland, Portugal, now three countries them be affected
Finland.
seriously. Yes,
Finland, the
Finland,
economy collapsed totally.
Portugal,
Finland from
Spain.
the Scandinavia, they get Ireland. No, the one that we seriously affected
The
now
one that
three.
will be
Okay.
seriously affected.
We they don't say no
Ireland,
the affect one.
Finland, with this
And
one
Ireland,
again.
Portugal,
Portugal, yeah.
Portugal, yes.
Portugal.
And
There
you know
were
the beauty about it? All these
uh,
three countries went to IMF. They like
Mr.
today, they
Jallo.
not get business with IMF.
No, Mr. Jallo, you don't know how IMF the function now then country there.
Mm-hmm.
IMF in functionality in Africa and in Europe now two different things.
Okay.
We then go na Greece,
Mm-hmm.
2015-14, we then get that problem.
Mm-hmm.
You know, see the European court can go na European Union can go IMF na court
Because
because
of the
no, we then come, the one do like what they do in Africa.
mm-hmm.
This subsidy for commodities, that subsidy for commodities, that subsidy for commodities. That's what they say. They say let them they not give the senior them bus tickets, the housing allowance, all of this. That is this is not human right. This is not human rights. This is not human rights.
Mm-hmm.
These are old people. Then unless they get for make an agreement say, okay, the money we not get for give before we go to court, law will settle them now. Now they part two. But when they go to Africa now,
Mm-hmm.
they are at liberty.
Yeah,
Forgive
you
any
know
kind of
what you
condition.
do? You know what
Mr.
you
Jallo,
do?
that to me it's simple
Are they come? Are they
because
come? Are they come? I want to give you a
okay,
practical example.
okay, now you
IMF, what thing then they do in Africa, not all side and they do more.
no.
You see, we politicians them, the mentality now they make the IMF the treat we so.
Indeed.
IMF is in Guinea, Conakry next door. But the way where IMF they treat Guinea different from how then they treat Salon. Guinea, one of the biggest mining companies in the world, Rio Tinto of Australia, Then go sign contract for Minder Iron on a Nimba, Simando. You know, thing at the times where then give them? That iron or mining day, don't they from the days of Lance and Aconte? Lance and Aconte, him be want 50%. Te Daddy's Kama come, him be want bring the Chinese. Then Alpha Conde come, then begin negotiate. Now then they construct the railway and everything for begin mine the oil. The railway they come up to Fore Carrier, why area out then they call Conta. Then they can build port.
Mr. Jallo, you
And the
asked.
Kala just finished.
Okay.
They drag feet on that negotiation because the Guinean are where say this iron ore is valuable for we for develop. Now then finally end up Guinea they get 15% royalty without them not put 1 cent. If they're ready for invest in the activities of the company, they can have up to 35%. Minus other taxes and anything then they. We 12.8 billion tons of iron ore at Tonkolili, one of the highest grade of magnetite ore. We go sign a deal we say until the company don't cover expenses, they're not obliged for pay much.
The person way
You know,
contracts in for locker up.
now Alpha Kanu,
They for
yeah,
lock
na
them up.
Nescoma, yeah, Nescoma.
I for lock them up. Now the people in the they say do work in our country.
Okay, la help na Fandande.
Mm-hmm.
We mother building come. The biggest problem we happen in Salon, that economic crisis for currency now, economy for good on now because they may cancel those contract we talk about. They don't cancel them.
I know.
Because we cancel those things, this is not business. So the people then start business again, they don't lost all their customer them.
You know they cancel them, they negotiate new contract.
They for renegotiate.
They're not mature because they're not mature.
So then they can cancel. Mr. Jallo, that currency.
As a matter of fact, they were lucky.
Then can we go to court? We lost the case.
You know, to make us say they're lucky.
Mm-hmm.
When you cancel a contract, the company gets a right for say, okay, I agree with the cancellation, but pay me for all my cost.
Yes. No, Mr. Jallo, let me charge them.
They bring them to court, then the company win.
No, they may charge them for that too, Mr. Jallo.
The company be ready for continue.
No,
if the company not be ready for continue, I swear to God, like now, then they take over Salon. Because the man charge you not able to pay, then they say, all right, will they take the country? No, now that happened with African minerals. Timis not be able to pay in debt during that Ebola. So by right of administration, the biggest investor took over.
What will happen, Mr. Jallo? Where the company charge them for that damages of the infrastructure, the investment they don't do. Mm-hmm. Now it make them strike a compromise. Say, look, na court, make a new deal.
Yes, the company wanted to continue before they swear to God if they not be one for continue, then they take over.
I know say they want to continue. I just try for talk say if not been people who business minded, now this not they for don't start. Instead of they can end day, say low renegotiate. Now when they go to court, they not get money for pay. First of all, why you talk about say why they need to Guinea differently? Mr. Jallo, if you can have your house, water for drink self, now you the cow the milk or even the broom.
They will come back with you water, they go beg you water for drink.
Yes. So that is simply the problem of Sierra Leone. Simply the problem of Salon. Salon are the only country in the whole world where waiting God give we as a gift. We no one day put 1 penny a day. One day. And then the same man, the which man we talk say, we diversify the economy, we only mind diamond for 70 years to not get no benefit. What you don't put today?
Yeah, well.
What you don't put today? Anyway, I don't think I go late for now. Yeah. I just still like touch on this small thing there.
While we do one program on the economy before they go.
Well,
one day next week, I go send you notice. You no need for
that
come online. You can talk
no,
like
that
how they
no, I
talk
dey
so.
laugh. I know that before I come on, that means if you are for day on the start, that means 9 o'clock I for dinner host.
Well, you know, you 9 o'clock not the work.
Yeah, so 9 o'clock is time for talk say
Well, you
when
can
I go
come
start
and
them.
join me.
But you can carry join we.
Yes, yes. Now they say that thing I get for join. Let me
But
see.
I go give the topic because some then here we need for the discuss the like how they discuss so. Let we people
Yes,
then they get an understanding. Because then we are
yes.
the life and then because the people
Too
then not
much.
get an
Too much.
understanding.
Too much.
No, they're not good. Not true. Not true.
And the one
If
away
we
This
from
time,
begin to
no.
get then discuss here, people and the hearing, then we people and they begin to say, then tell them I can tell we not correct.
Yeah,
And when
no,
it
no,
come, I get all the evidence. It's like now or no business. I get all the documents. We go use them
not
for
good.
show the people.
and the one away for hold them
What?
accountable, then they in bed with the government. So then
Ah,
keep them out
there's
short.
no.
The journalists.
There's don't look what happened. I just talk out small. You know, see Thomas Dixon. We can the last day we can AYV. You want talk? The journalist they want them. Hey, be careful. Now see which bar. If I talk, I responsible for me. What not really they can hold. Now me in the hole for make the
Now
for make
journalists
I go
find a
explain.
question. Now journalists find a question pussy.
Dixon, a man of you now. No?
Yeah. He say why he say Naime cannot Naime could not left for Canada. Because I want to talk something where I go able to take responsibility. You don't want me. Eh? That means say now you dey talk for me. Now me want to talk something which I able to defend myself. You know can again. You don't take from that thing they know can again.
Well, it's fine. It's
I
fine.
don't
One
blame
day,
you.
one day when this platform don't begin go, one day they call a like and talk and talk.
Yes, sir. Anyway,
Okay,
we'll see
sir.
on
Thank you,
Monday.
thank you, thank you. We go talk on Monday.
No problem, sir. Thank you,
Right.
sir.
Good night. Have
Bye
a
bye.
nice weekend. Okay, fumble them. I think we don't do justice today. We don't waste time. We don't talk. We don't laugh. Me, what you I go tell you now, me fumble na politician, they may not take them serious. They all na idiot. Now me I don't begin give them name. Oda na polyface. The way fiba sinkan shit. Is have you think him the man they call sinkan shit? These guys, we have to make them look little and funny. Let them begin behave themselves.
They're already looking little and funny because really, who that they take them serious, they itself get problem.
Well, certainly they all in the same class.
Who that they take them seriously. Passports will not normal like themselves. Because you
We
know
tell
they run.
una thank you. And we are with a beg una continue for subscribe, una share this platform. Let go. We want Sierra Leone to heal. We want Sierra Leone to change. And it can only change when we understand what we need for understand. That will not left sit on back to other thing go be we go back in a bush. Because look at lower level election, they don't begin the broke people listening.
Why see that
Yes,
oath? Why see that oath? You know, I just my body cringe. Honest.
we really not civilized na Sierra Leone.
These are the same party to themselves to themselves.
To themselves. We're not civilized.
Everybody for win.
So, una thank you for listening to we. Una help we now grow this platform. Mr. Toure, tell the family goodbye, sir.
Famulem, they are tired.
May
Honest,
not the tire.
tired. You know, so I not get much for say. Now we come, now we they go. But before we they go, we want tell una old side. Woman them, una tie una oja. Man them, una put una belt, tie in at your sis. If una not get belt, una fend braces. But things cannot keep going on the way it go on. It don't reach a point now where we all get for left for stand at ease. We all get for stand in attention to waiting they happen. It's enough now. It's enough. Waiting make with all that thing that when they go on in the life and we they say we don't increase the outcome we forget we get more light. The number them and the light what we get, it not match. It not match. They say 1 + 1 are 2. But I don't say 1 + 1 are half you see.
Now half.
You know, so please, you do so.
Oh, if it not be half, na -1.
Exactly. Because we say we get responsibility. The section 13 of the constitution, it tell we what is the responsibility of the citizen. We responsibility, not to just opposition for all them people that are accountable. It is also our responsibility for all the government and the opposition accountable for their actions.
Yeah.
We supposed to man both sides. If they're not they do their job, now we hire them. Now we for fire them. We see don't know more than they can't tell we for say we don't provide bread. Where you go look at the bread basket, bread not the.
Me let us not provide bread for me. Let me make my own bread. I shall be bake bread.
Well, where you go look inside it, they see the flour not.
Well,
also the same thing.
not the same
The
thing.
people are not serious. And that's why we serve the people that we serve not serious. You know, see that woman what he say? He said some certain people and a dog them. So if he said a dog them, then we put to dog them. So if they're a dog, we serve a dog. Now we all the cause. When it comes to the reality, because we all dog.
Well, it's fine. And
So
inside a part of the dog nation.
Exactly.
So what
the
you worry?
So some of we want to transform from being a dog to be human again.
I call this thing that's Sphinx. That's Sphinx. Me not to doggo.
Honestly, today I don't love any India. Because honestly, the whole thing when you watch them, sometimes you affect. But now they look more and more like comedy.
You see them about the make comedy.
Yeah, it look more like comedy.
So they are not being they appreciate what thing and they do. But of late, the way things done, they go and say these guys they need some promotion. Yeah. Because they are doing the best thing. Don't take these idiots serious.
They are not serious.
Tell them the rubbish what they do. You make fun out of her. If they want them vex, not all business. Until them is say they buy the cost now me cost. Now Musuba or don't cost. So 50-50. Go party.
You don't tell we say Sierra Leone a dog country.
Yeah, guess not.
But the honest thing is, you not tell we whether we not Chihuahua or African mongrel.
Me na shepherd dog. Na me wife.
Oh, first you laugh about it. Then I you get full man and sit down. Now this talk and the talk was all over the place. This is all a diversion. And they try to, not to pay attention about the real issues.
Exactly. Exactly.
We get more serious issues to deal with in the country. Then all of a sudden you say you they go lead protest.
Today other
people in protest when they talk for say now lawlessness when they kill them. But where you always say we not dog them and where you say not dog, you they go protest. You say you man give you protection.
And may not be see police though.
Then if you got bodyguard all around them. If you got
nine bodyguard them.
You got a baby. Well, when we want go protest, we not lawlessness. We they do. We're not supposed for protest. But he say they do protest. We not see they kill person there. Then I make them do them. They wouldn't do
like then they go up in fire day.
My brother, I know people are left.
Okay, Pambul them. Good night. We go see you on Monday.
And have a good
suffer long. Green hill them rise on this way, but belly dry now the mango tree. Sierra Leone is indeed a land rich in natural resources, including diamonds, gold, bauxite, and rutile. along with a vast potential for agriculture and fisheries. However, the shadows of its past, most notably the brutal civil war from 1991 to 2002, continue to haunt the nation. The war, fueled by corruption, economic disparity, and the infamous Blood Diamond, left deep scars on the social, political, and economic fabric of the country. The politics of grievance, characterized by deep-seated resentment and divisions along ethnic, regional, and partisan lines, remains a dominant force in Sierra Leone's political landscape. These grievances often stem from historical injustices, perceived marginalization of certain groups, and the legacy of corruption and nepotism in government. As a result, the political discourse and interactions in Sierra Leone are frequently charged with mistrust and antagonism, impeding efforts to build a unified national identity. This fractured political climate has significant implications for nationhood and development. The continuous cycle of blame and counter-blame between political parties has diverted focus from more critical developmental policies and reforms. Public institutions struggle with inefficiency and corruption, further eroding citizens' trust in the government. Consequently, national unity remains elusive, with regional and ethnic loyalties often taking precedence over a collective national identity. The lack of a cohesive national vision undermines development efforts, as political instability discourages foreign investment and disrupts long-term planning. Social cohesion is also compromised, with communities remaining divided along political and ethnic lines. For Sierra Leone to progress towards true nationhood and sustainable development, it is essential to address these historical grievances, promote inclusive governance, and foster a political culture that prioritizes national interest over partisan gains.
Picking a night, reflect the sky. Hope nor die, we still to try. Rich land, empty hand, we endure. Wait for answer, heart then pure.